Hi there everyone, and welcome back to BRM Driving School. Hope you're all doing well. Unfortunately it's bad news. Oxfordshire's in Tier 4, and so it means lessons, tests, theory tests, all been suspended again. So it's one of those things, you can't really do much about that, but as I said in the first lockdown, let's try and turn a negative into a positive. 2020 has been a bit of a shocking year. Hopefully next year will be better. So, let's make that the year that we're going to pass our driving test. So, in terms of what can we do going forward whilst we're unable to do lessons, I think this is probably the perfect chance to brush up on certain things or revise for your theory test if you've got a theory test coming up soon. So if you're someone with a theory test coming up soon, or someone that's got a practical test coming up soon, revise your theory. That's going to be probably one of the best things you can do whilst we're not able to go out and do lessons. In particular, if you are someone that is doing the theory test, I've seen on a lot of these learner forums, a lot of people are failing by like 1 or 2 marks, and when you go through the list of areas where they got questions wrong, the one that comes up most often is either motorways or traffic signs and road markings. And a way you can work on that is all in this book here. It is Know Your Traffic Signs. It's you can buy it for a couple of pounds in like WH Smith or any other good news agents or bookshops. Or you can even look at it online for free if you Google Know Your Traffic Signs. I'll leave a link in the description. This has got all the signs, all the road markings you could come across, and it's a really great explanation. I'm just a couple of pages in here, and it's saying, what the different, just by the shape of the signs, what does it mean? Triangles are warning signs, circles are orders, and rectangular signs are information signs. Also, saying things like, if you see like red circles, it's saying it's something you must not do, or if you see blue signs, tends to be a positive sign, things like that. Go another few pages in, different types of signs that we got there, how many of these signs here do you recognise or not recognise? And then if I flick through another page, we've got some less common signs, tanks and maybe ice on the road. Straight away, these are easy marks you are gaining for your theory test, or if you've got a practical test coming up soon. That will help you because you're going to be testing on this. You're going to be driving around. You might see some of these signs. How do you respond to it? Go a few more pages in. We've got different types of road markings. It's explaining, the longer the white line is in the middle of the road, the bigger the hazard is that you're approaching. And, you've got the solid double white lines, or solid line on one side, broken line on the other. It's all in this book. Easy points you could be gaining. And so many people drop points on it. If I flick a bit later into the book, you got motorway signs and things like that. What do we do if we see these signs here on the motorway? They're quite common ones, but flick a couple more pages in, and you get like the electronic signs, the variable signs as they're called, where it will come up with certain messages or information on the signs. This is what you're going to be tested on when you do your theory test, or you won't be driving on the motorway on your practical test, but once you pass your driving test, knowing what these signs mean. Easy marks you could be gaining. Yet so many people drop some quite easy points to be gaining. I done a video on traffic lights a couple of weeks ago. Even on there, traffic lights, what does each light mean, and is there an arrow pointing in a certain direction? Flick the page over. You got like tram lights with your traffic lights as well, because I know some people who failed and they think they got questions wrong. And they're like, oh, why do I need to know about that? Where I live, there isn't a tram line. Well, probably will drive somewhere once you pass your driving test. So, a couple of quid, 30 minutes to an hour of your time, easy points gained. If you're someone that's got a practical test coming up soon, or a Part 2 test if you're training to become a driving instructor, Driving the Essential Skills. This is the book the examiners go off of. If you make a mistake or if you do something while driving, they'll say, what does this book say? Let's weigh up the fault. Is it a serious fault? Is it a driver fault? Or is it no fault at all? So, just things like that. If you've got copies of the Highway Code, go through your Highway Code, because, if you're someone that's at school or at uni, you would love to have an answer sheet to the test that you're about to do. When you're doing your driving test, it's out there. You just got to go out and find it. I've seen videos online, the secrets to passing the driving test or the theory test. There's no secret out there. It's all out there in the public. Just put the effort in and you will pass it quite easily. But in terms of actual driving itself, are you someone that's got a vehicle at home that you're insured to drive and have someone that can supervise you with your driving? Even if you're just doing an essential drive, you just go into the supermarket, that's 2 miles away. That's still experience, and whether it was a good drive or maybe not as good as a drive, take the experience from it. What have we learned from it? What went well? What didn't go well? And if I had the bits that didn't go well, what could I do to make it better next time? Just things like this. It's not a lot of effort, but it goes a long, long way into helping you pass your driving test. But maybe you're someone out there who doesn't have a car at home. Maybe you're someone like me, where I've got wheels and I've got pedals for racing games online. If you, I've seen on Steam, there's a actual driving simulator. It's Australian roads, but Australian roads are quite similar to British roads. You can practice driving, with clutch pedals, roundabouts, traffic lights, all that sort of stuff. You can practice on that. Alright, nothing beats Nothing beats real world driving, but you can learn from things on that. So it's just, is there anything in your life that you can take advantage of? Because that's something I've been doing my whole life, not just driving wise, but I've always been quite open. I'm dyslexic, I'm dyspraxic, possibly autistic. I haven't had that one confirmed. But pretty much my whole life I've been seeing, if there's something I'm struggling with in life, is there a way I can work around it? So it's just things like that. So that's pretty much the main gist of the video that I was going to be doing. In terms of videos going forward, I'm hoping it will snow in Oxfordshire in the next couple of days. I'm not banking on it, because Oxfordshire doesn't normally snow as easily as other places, because I know some places have got it at the moment that I'm recording this video. But if it does snow, maybe I'll get out in the car, I'll do some driving, how to drive in the snow, because it is completely different to driving in normal weather. I did the racing license video. I was hoping to get a gym membership if we didn't go into Tier 4, but unfortunately that happened. I do actually have the money now, I could actually get the membership, but can't do it because of Tier 4. But I am planning on recording a video tomorrow. I'll see what I can do, make the best out of a bad situation. But I'm going to start a video on that, see how we can progress in that. And yeah, that's about it really. I've just been, getting things sorted for Christmas. Got engaged to my girlfriend. And right now I'm just practicing on my racing simulator. I've got a Grand Prix 4 here, doing a season, and this is the 4th race. Qualified it in 3rd, won the first race of the season, but I haven't scored any points since then. So just try and see how we get on, because I need a good result. So lost my position, but straight back into 3rd. I'm not going to be able to get through here, so I'm going to live for another day. Because that's something you can do when you're driving. Know when the risks are. Is it worth it? And I'm like, no, I'm probably going to end up in a bad situation if I try and overtake. Think of that as a normal driving situation. But starting to get a bit more used to these simulator games. I never did simulator racing before the start of the second lockdown, and I'm bloody addicted to it. So yeah, that's all for this video today. I should also mention I've had pedal cams as well, so I'm testing that out, seeing if that would work in terms of driving. Problem that I've got is I've got size 14 feet, so I brake way too early for that corner. So me having massive feet might not be a good thing for the pedal cam. But if you like what you saw in the video, hit like, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you again soon.